Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for watching. We're all things notary, life, education, and journey here. My name is Natalie, and I am a notary signing agent in the Panhandle of Florida. And I started this channel in order to help who help those who needed a little bit more education if you didn't have time or have money to pay for any type of training. So I hope that you like this video, share, comment down below. So in this video, it is going to be piggybacking off of my previous video of when I used the 5 times for you to add a loose leaf certificate. So here I am actually going to be showing you a walkthrough of how to complete a loose leaf notarial certificate, and I'm going to do a jurat, and I'm also going to do a acknowledgement. Please keep in mind that this is for Florida, which is where I am, so I'm going to be doing it based off of Florida notarial laws. And of course, you would follow your state's guidelines in completing a loose leaf certificate. So let's get into it. All right, so here we have the Florida Notary Acknowledgement. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to give you the blank copy of how it looks, and then I'm going to show you how I completed it with a completed one. So here, of course, we have the state of Florida, we have our venue, we have our county, and whatever county you would be in, you would put your county here. Then we have the foregoing acknowledgement was acknowledged before, and I put my whole government here just to show you who Notary Public by, and then you have to select whether or not we're doing it in physical presence or if you were doing it remote online notarization. Florida is one of those states that allows their notaries to complete remote online notarizations. If I'm not mistaken, 2020 the law changed when we were able to do remote online notary to where they added this block here. So in the state of Florida now, if you're a notary and this information has to be listed on your notarial certificate. If this information is not listed on your notarial certificate, then it would be considered invalid. So we have the physical presence, online notarization, of course, the day we do it, the month, the year, and the individual who is going to be, whose information we're acknowledging. We have the signature here, and we have the printed name here, and then we have whether or not they were personally known to us or provided identification, and then here at the bottom we have the type of identification they provided, and then over here we will put our seal. Now for recording purposes, for whatever reason I was not able to get it in the 8 by 11, so this is how I had to do it, and I hope that you all can see this. So this is the blank Florida notary acknowledgement for individual. So now we're going to go next and show you how we filled it out and what it looks like once it's filled out. So here I filled out the notarization completely. We have the state of Florida, we have the county of Leon, so our venue is complete. Of course, we put this information here, my name, Notary Public. And so therefore I was in the physical presence of this individual. And then I put the 13th day of December, and then I put by John Doe, which is just some random name, of course. You see, I have my seal here. I have signed it. Here's my printed name. I said that they use identification, and I put that they have used a Florida's driver's license here. All of these are required, like I stated in the beginning. If you don't have this, then you are not completing then this is not a complete notarial certificate based off of Florida law. So that is how you complete a Florida acknowledgement here. Now, next, I'm going to show you an NNA. So if you are an NNA member, you can go and print out free notarial certificates from the NNA's website. Well, as a member, I am. So I'm going to show you how it looks a little different. The NNA's acknowledgement looks a little different from this one here, because this one is just from a free website that allows you to print out acknowledgments if you are not a NNA member. All right, so this is the NNA's acknowledgement. Up at the top, you see it has the Florida individual acknowledgement, and then it has the Florida statute by which this needs to be completed per Florida law. Down at the bottom, you see that it has 2020 National Notary Association, which is where I printed this from. We have the state of Florida. Once again, you have your county of. Then over here, you have your the foregoing instrument was acknowledged before me by means of. You have your physical presence once again, or your online notarization. You have your date, which is your date, month, and year. Then the name of the person that you're acknowledging goes on this line. The notary public signs here, and the notary public prints their name here. Then once again, the type of identification that the signer provided, whether or not they were personally known to you, whether or not they provided identification, and if so, what type. The seal would go right above here. And then down here in the bottom, I really love this from the NNA, because what they do is that they have this optional thing where you can complete it. Where down here it tells you the description of the attached document. You can state the title of it, whether or not it's a power of attorney, whether or not it's a character affidavit, whether or not it's an identity affidavit. You can put this here. The document date, of course, will be this date, because this is the date that you are completing the notarization. The number of pages. Now, the number of pages does not include this acknowledgement page or the notarial certificate page. The number of pages only means how many pages are with this particular document. So let's just say we're doing a character affidavit and it's just one page. Then you would just put one for the number of pages here and do not include, because when the signer takes the paper to whomever needs it to be notarized and they look at the number of pages and they're looking for 2 pages, they're looking for 2 pages of the character affidavit or the 2 pages of whatever they were having signed, not including the notarial certificate. So that's what the number of pages means. Then down here it says signers other than the named above. If there's no one else that's going to be signing, then of course you would put none here, or NA for non-applicable. So that is the NNA's blank acknowledgement. So next I'm going to show you how it looks filled out. All right, so here we are and we have it filled out. So once again, I've filled in our venue for the county of where we are. I placed that we were in physical presence of the signer. I put the date, and as you see, um, I, I meant to record this about a month ago. Life happened, and so I'm recording it now. So we have the date that I did this, the person who's acknowledging, which like I stated, I just put John Doe. We have me signing because I'm the notary. We have my name printed here, what type of identification they did, and here I just put that they gave us an unexpired U.S. passport. Here's my seal here. Now down at the bottom here, we have I put the type of document as authorization to release vehicle. I put the date, the number of pages was 2, and the signers other than named above was none. So that is how the NNA's um, loose leaf certificate looks. I will tell you that I do like using the NNA loose leaf certificate because of this bottom half here, and therefore you don't run the risk of your signer using it for anything else, because it already states down here what it's for, and it already states the date that you filled out this information as well. So I really like using this one more than using the generic one. But When I have to, I use the generic one if that's the only one that I have in my bag. All right, now we're going to move on to showing you how to complete a jurat. All right, so this is how the Florida jurat looks here. Of course, it looks the same as the acknowledgement, but of course, the wording is different. Of course, we have our venue here. Then, of course, we have the sworn or affirmed to and subscribed by means of whether or not they were in front of us or online notarization. We have the date of which we did this, the name of the person making the statement, the signature of the notary public, the print name of the notary public, the identification, and the type of identification provided, and the seal goes here. So this is the generic uh, Florida notarial certificate. If you were to go and print it off of one of the free websites, this is what it would look like. Now we're going to go and show filled out. This is how it looks to be filled out. Once again, it has the name, it has the county, it has the sworn to. Um, Unfortunately, it looks like my other part didn't get here where it says before me this 13th day of December 2022 by, and it should say physical presence by Jane Doe. So with this would not be this would be acceptable some places, but it would not be acceptable for Florida. Once again, I've signed it here. My name is printed here. My seal, I stated that we use a driver's license and they provided their identification. So that is how your generic Florida notarial jurat looks. Now, like we did with the acknowledgement, we're going to look and see how the jurat looks for the NNA certificate. So here again we have your jurat, Florida jurat, and of course the Florida statute. You have the state, your county, sworn to or affirmed by and subscribed before me by means of, and once again physical presence or online notarization, your date, the name of person swearing or affirming, signature of notary, notary name printed, type of identification, and personally known or produced identification. Seal goes here, and once again at the bottom, just like before with the acknowledgement, you have the optional part of putting your title for your document, the document date, the number of pages, and if there's signers other than the ones listed above. Okay, now we're going to go and see how it looks filled out. All right, so this is how it looks filled out. Once again, I put my county here. I stated that the signer was in physical presence on the particular day. And here we have Miss Jane Doe. We have me listed, my signature here, my name printed, what type of identity. So basically, they provided me identification and they provided me a Florida driver's license. My seal is listed here. Then down at the bottom, we have the type of document is a character affidavit. The date, pages is one, and the sign is above other than listed is none. So this is how it looks between the NNA's website, a loose leaf notarial certificate, and the jurat. What I'm going to do is that if you are not a member of the NNA and you would like to have some, as we should always have, some loose leaf certificates for acknowledgement and jurats on hand in your notary bag, in the description bar, I am going to put the link for the free website where I print off these particular generic loose leaf acknowledgments. So if you need to go and look for them or you need to go and print some out, you do have that option. It will be in the description below, the description bar below. So I just wanted to come and I hope that this is giving you a little bit more help on when to add a loose leaf certificate and how to complete a loose leaf certificate when and wherever. Like I stated, this is specifically for the state of Florida. Since I'm in Florida, But you can also use these videos to help you in your own state. Just make sure that you are following your state laws regarding your notarial certificates and how you would add a loose leaf and if and when you can add one. Please comment below and let me know if you like this video. Let me know if it helped you. Let me know what else you would like to see videos done on. So until the next time, I thank you all for watching and happy stamping and signing. Bye.